Hi everyone. This week we have another very important topic, learning. It is difficult to overstate the impact of learning theories on our understanding of behaviour, both in animals and humans. Our capacity to learn from our experiences and our environment have been crucial for our survival. Think about how little a human can do when they are born, and how primed for learning a child is. It is remarkable how much we change and develop, and this process doesn't stop once we reach adulthood. Because of our capacity to learn, our environments can play a big role in shaping our behaviour. The theories in this chapter, therefore, are a basis for much of the nurture debate in psychology. In fact, some early behaviourists thought that principles of learning could explain all of human behaviour. While this position is no longer quite as influential, there remains a very strong influence of learning theory on psychology today. Those of you that are interested in the practice of psychology will learn about the use of learning principles in the treatment of psychological disorders. So the material this week is highly relevant for your future study in psychology. The textbook chapter starts with an attempt to define learning before describing some of the key principles of learning that have been examined and explored throughout scientific processes, often beginning with animals. With classical conditioning, you will learn about Pavlov's famous dogs and the means through which a previously neutral stimulus can be paired with another reflexive response so that this pairing is learned and then happens automatically. You'll also learn about rewards, punishment, reinforcement when presented with material on operant conditioning. Those that are parents may get a few tips on how to shape their children's behaviour through the use of reinforcement. A lot of parenting approaches, such as reward charts and timeout, are using principles of learning that we study in this week. Finally, the socio-cognitive theory illustrates how cognition can be integrated into learning models. This was a very important development, as it is clear that humans are thinkers and that this does impact our behaviour also. Our cognitive capacities are a key distinction between humans and animals, so are important for psychological theories. That's not to say that experiments with animals haven't been useful in examining the possible role of expectations on behaviour. The investigations of learned helplessness in dogs have some quite direct implications for understanding human conditions such as depression. You'll find a lot of terminology in this chapter that might be quite new for you. Students often find it helpful to keep their own glossary of terms to get their head around this new information. Writing out these definitions can help you encode the material, think about the memory topic last week, which will contribute to your revision for the exam. This week you should be continuing to work on your first assignment and remember to do the online test. There are some extra video materials on the textbook website that can be discussed in the Collaborate sessions. Hope you enjoy learning about learning. See you next week.